And now, a Chelmsford Telemedia special presentation, The Parker Archive, Episode 1, The Golden Age of Advertising.
By Schlitz.
Real gusto in a great light beer. Schlitz!
Can ordinary people do anything about the problems and dangers of this extraordinary world? President Kennedy and former President Eisenhower say yes. Both urge you to read what you can do in the new Action Guide, Challenge to Americans. For a free copy, write Challenge, Box 1776, New York 17.
Brought to you by
Pepto-Bismol, the hospital-tested medication with protective coating action that stops stomach irritation at contact. Pink Pepto-Bismol. And by
Pillsbury, makers of light, fluffy Pillsbury refrigerated biscuits and a complete line of fresh dough foods in the dairy case.
Mommy! Okay, cowboys, stick 'em up. Got you covered.
Got you covered with new, all-new push-button unguentine aerofilm. It sprays on, stays on. Sprays on a medicated protective film that stays on, fortified with germ killers to help prevent infection, and pain stoppers to relieve pain. For cuts, scrapes, and burns, new unguentine sprays on, stays on. For sunburn pain, new unguentine sprays on, stays on. Takes the itch out of insect bites, too. For all everyday skin injuries, just stick 'em up. Got you covered with new push-button unguentine aerofilm from the makers of unguentine ointment and unguentine squeeze spray.
These are Pillsbury Slice and Bake Cookies. The cookies you can bake from this one package, laid end to end, will reach to the nearest small boy and girl and then disappear. Have you tried Pillsbury Slice and Bake Cookies? They're in the dairy case, 8 different flavors, including chocolate chip, fresh dough for fresh home baking, just slice and quarter. And like magic, they melt into round, brown cookies, 3 to 4 dozen chewy, chocolatey cookies from Pillsbury. 8 delightful flavors: tender peanut butter, butterscotch nut, old-fashioned oatmeal raisin, crispy sugar cookies, spicy ginger molasses, and chocolate chip, plus 2 new flavors, chocolate nut cookies and coconut with chocolate chunks. Slice and bake cookies, refrigerated from Pillsbury. In the dairy case.
She whispered,
Good evening.
but her breath shouted,
Onions, onions.
Now you can stop oral bad breath with a mouthwash that kills or removes odor-causing bacteria in a way no other mouthwash can. It penetrates deep and foams away bacteria. It deodorizes, stops odor from smoking, telltale beverages, even onions. It freshens your breath. It's Green Mint mouthwash, used professionally by over 10,000 dentists. Get Green Mint.
I'm a practical nurse. I work long, hard hours, so I need every bit of sleep I can get. I've got to fall asleep fast, stay asleep, and wake up alert without drug hangover. That's why I use Nitol tablets. I found out Nitol contains a doctor sleeping discovery. Lets me get to sleep fast. I get a good night's sleep, and I wake up refreshed, relaxed. I trust Nitol. Taken as directed, it's safe, fast, effective.
Now, Instant J-Wax in a new, faster formula gives you the beauty and the protection of wax, something those liquid polishes cannot match. Yet Instant J-Wax is just as easy to use. Wipes to a brilliant luster that's guaranteed by Johnson's to outlast any other one-step wax or your money back. Get the beauty and the protection that only Instant J-Wax can give. Also available, regular J-Wax.
By
Johnson's Wax, makers of the fine car wax in the instant can, high-speed formula Instant J-Wax. And by new improved Ice Blue Secret Deodorant, now with hexachlorophene, to help keep you cool, calm, and dry.
Brought to you by Excedrin, the extra strength pain reliever. New Excedrin, from Bristol-Myers. And by
Clear Clean Vaseline Hair Tonic. It goes on clear and clean, and hour after hour, it stays so clear and clean it can't be seen. Vaseline Hair Tonic.
What brings on your headache pain?
Tremendous amount of tension. I put in about a 16-hour day. Problems that come up continuously, and the phone jangling constantly, so I can feel that headache start to creep in.
For headaches that really bother you, take new Excedrin, the extra strength pain reliever. Look, this is the formula for aspirin. Even the heavily advertised combination of ingredients tablet merely adds caffeine to aspirin. But Excedrin has more quantity and more kinds of ingredients. You get quick relief, long-lasting relief, a tension reliever, and antidepressant. Tablet for tablet, Excedrin is 50% stronger than aspirin for relief of headache pain.
But I can say this, in all truthfulness, that it will knock one of my headaches in about between 5 and 10 minutes.
Excedrin, the extra strength pain reliever.
When we made the first Scripto tilt tip pen, we thought we had it made. At last, the perfect pen. Then we took it apart and improved the perfect pen. We already had the most revolutionary idea in ballpoint pens, a tip that was angled. Then we added a larger ink supply, a new point protector, a more comfortable barrel, a handsome new chromium top, an expensive new jewelry look. All these improvements created the new Scripto tilt tip. But the point's the same, still tilted to your writing angle, so you can lean the pen back like a fountain pen and write without your hand ever feeling cramped or tired. And the tilt tip's skip-proof tungsten ball makes it write smoother and even more comfortably. In fact, if the new Scripto tilt tip isn't the most comfortable pen you've ever owned, send it right back to Scripto, and we'll return your $1.98. The new Scripto tilt tip, at last, the perfect pen.
Your turn, Mom. Hey, Mom.
An upset stomach can take you right out of things, make you a victim of indigestion, nausea, distress in the lower tract. Usually these upsets are caused by irritation from acid, food, or nervous irritation. But Pepto-Bismol has protective coating action that stops stomach irritation at contact. Look, a fizzy alkalizer in water is directed, no coating action. And here's an antacid tablet dissolved in water, no coating here either. But look at creamy Pepto-Bismol's protective coating action. It works in your stomach to stop stomach irritation at contact, soothe away distress, restore control to lower tract. Quick as a wink, you're in the pink with soothing Pepto-Bismol.
I just adore giving dinner parties. I'm afraid I'm terribly fussy about everything I serve, and particularly the coffee. I've found a new way to make marvelous coffee. By the pot, but using instant coffee. Not any instant. This one. Instant Maxwell House. It's now so much richer, it makes a really good pot of coffee. It's the only one that has this recipe. A heaping teaspoon for each cup. Cold water to the proper level, then heat it almost to the boiling point. And let it steep a few moments to bring out all its flavor. Try it. I promise you, you'll get compliments on your coffee.
Instant Maxwell House. Now so much richer in flavor you can make it by the pot. Naturally, coffee this rich tastes better made by the cup, too. Instant Maxwell House. Another fine product of General Foods.
New formula Ban. New Ban helps keep you dry. Also stops odor for 24 hours. Sensationally effective new formula Ban. And by
Glamorous Jill St. John, co-star of Paramount Pictures' Come Blow Your Horn, really enjoys the sun. Jill, do you have any tips for your fans on the best way to tan?
Indeed, I do. I wouldn't go in the sun without copper tone. You see, like most redheads, I have very sensitive skin. But with copper tone, I can be sure of getting a perfectly beautiful suntan without worrying about sunburn. There's just nothing like copper tone as far as I'm concerned.
And millions of sun worshippers agree. That's why Copper Tone is America's largest seller by far. With Coppertone, you get the fastest suntan possible with maximum protection. Such a deep, rich, natural tan, marvelously even and smooth. To look your best all summer long, get the best-looking tan under the sun.
Get the fastest tan that anyone can. Tan don't burn, get a Coppertone tan.
You get hot. You get cold. You get cold. You get hot. A summer cold arrives caused by who knows what. Summer cold, hay fever, the symptoms are about the same, and you're miserable. Want to forget your miseries? Take Contact, the unique capsule with over 600 tiny time pills that don't forget. Some act fast for fast relief. The others keep on working for continuous relief. That's why Contact relieves watery eyes that itch and burn, dries runny nose that gets red and sore, stops sneezes before they start, and clears annoying congestion from nasal passages up to 12 hours at a time. Absolutely great for hay fever victims. You get all day or all night relief from the miseries of summer colds or hay fever with Contact.
Those in the know always get with Camel a real cigarette. The best taste you can smoke, every inch a real smoke. Camel is a real cigarette.
You're entering the leisure time world of Bob Sharp, member of the Sports Car Club of America. Bob's qualifying on a challenging course, a grueling test of machines and men. Bob Sharp's a Camel smoker. He enjoys the clean-cut taste of rich tobaccos. The best tobacco makes the best smoke. Get with Camel.
Every inch a real smoke. Camel is a real cigarette.
Comfortably smooth, too.
And by
Camel. Get the clean-cut taste of rich tobaccos. Get with Camel. Every inch a real smoke.
the Kaiser Industries. Kaiser aluminum and chemicals, producing for industry and for your home. Willis Motors, manufacturers of Jeep four-wheel drive vehicles. Kaiser Steel, #1 in the West. Permanente Cement and Kaiser Gypsum, leaders in the building industry. Fabulous Hawaii Kai, a new community in paradise. And the world-famous Kaiser Engineer. This is Kaiser-approved aluminum siding, made by customers of Kaiser Aluminum. It's the siding you'll wash instead of paint. Wash it down with a garden hose. Quick as a splash. It looks like new again. No costly maintenance. But that's not all. Years later, it will look as clean and new as the day it was installed. That's why when you modernize with Kaiser-approved siding, you improve the value of your home. Why we call aluminum siding a VIP, Value Improving Product. This free booklet shows how to modernize your home with Kaiser-approved aluminum siding. To get it, write Siding, Kaiser Center, Oakland, California.
New York's famous Stork Club. Where have you seen this beauty before? On the cover of Good Housekeeping is lovely cover girl Sarah Tom with a fabulous cosmetic discovery. New CoverGirl makeup by Noxzema, glamorous liquid and matching pressed powder to give you a CoverGirl complexion so natural you can't believe it's makeup.
CoverGirl is a totally new idea in makeup. It covers blemishes and trouble spots completely, yet looks so natural, even in close-ups.
CoverGirl is so fragrant, yet medicated and antiseptic to help prevent skin problems, help purify your skin every time you use it.
I love CoverGirl pressed powder, too. It's antiseptic to guard against blemishes, fights germs on your puff, while it makes you look pretty.
So for a CoverGirl complexion, get new CoverGirl medicated makeup by Noxzema in your skin shade.
She likes people like her, and people who like people like Dial.
Ordinary soap leaves thousands of bacteria on your skin, sort of like this. And these cause perspiration odor. Dial with AT7 removes most of them, protects you long after your daily bath. That's why people who like Dial.
This girl stays trim because she watches her weight. She watches her dog's weight, too. She feeds him new formula Dash and nothing else, because Dash is the complete dog food. Calorie balanced to control your dog's weight naturally. If you want your dog to live longer, live better, watch his weight. Feed Dash, calorie balanced to control your dog's weight naturally. Dash from Armor, the meat people.
This is the vehicle that goes anywhere. It's the four-wheel drive Jeep vehicle. Whether it heads up steep hills, over rough or rocky fields, even through soft-bottom creeks, nothing stops the Jeep vehicle. That's why the smart sportsman uses a Jeep vehicle when he goes hunting or fishing, because the Jeep Universal takes them way back where the big ones bite. And if you want to go where the big game prowls, the Jeep utility wagon can get you and your gear exactly where you want to go. And there's plenty of loading space in the Jeep utility wagon, too. 95 cubic feet. Jeep vehicles are low in cost less to operate, too. And resale value, a 2-year-old Jeep Universal sells for up to 90% of its original factory list price. If you like to get away off the beaten track, where hunting and fishing are really hunting and fishing, phone your Jeep dealer for a look at the full line of Jeep four-wheel drive vehicles and an eye-opening demonstration. Look him up tonight. Call him up tomorrow.
She likes people like her, and people who like Dial.
Ordinary soap leaves thousands of bacteria on your skin, sort of like this. And these cause perspiration odor. Dial with AT7 removes most of them, protects you long after your daily bath. That's why people who like Dial.
Smart girl. She controls her weight. She controls her dog's weight, too. She feeds him new formula Dash and nothing else, because Dash is the complete dog food. Calorie balanced to control your dog's weight naturally. If you want your dog to live longer, live better, watch his weight. Feed Dash, calorie balanced to control your dog's weight naturally. Dash from Armor, the meat people.
One good close look is all it takes to see the difference quilting makes. See for yourself. This is Kaiser Quilted Broiling Foil, life size. And here, in this dramatic close-up film, is Kaiser Quilted Foil 2 from a food's eye view. See the difference? 500,000 quilts with ridges for strength, valleys for air. Watch. When you bake on Kaiser broiling foil, quilting gives you even heat. Even heat without sticking. When you cook with Kaiser foil, quilting traps the juices. Juices full of flavor. One good close look is all it takes to see the difference quilting makes. But don't take our word for it. Look for the big red box, buy it, see for yourself.
Now, a new look for your complexion. Perfectly clean, perfectly pure, perfectly beautiful. It's the look you get with new Noxzema Skin Lotion. Medicated, antiseptic, to clear your skin of dirt that hides from other leading cleansers. Noxzema Lotion cleanses better because it removes embedded dirt and makeup. Medicates as it penetrates below the skin surface to kill blemish bacteria by the millions. And it's greaseless, washes off with water, but unlike soap, leaves skin soft and smooth. Use it as a cleanser, a night lotion, a makeup base. See how its gentle antiseptic keeps on purifying your complexion all day, all night. So get a new look for your complexion. Perfectly clean, perfectly pure, perfectly beautiful. Get new Noxema Skin Lotion today.
Warm from the sun are the rocks and cool the quicksilver water. The air is softly refreshing like the smoke of a Salem cigarette. Salem smokers say, when you take a puff, it's springtime. For Salem special high porosity paper, air softens every puff. Invisible porous openings breathe in fresh air to make Salem taste even fresher and cooler, more flavorful too. You know, Salem is the rich tasting cigarette that refreshes your taste. No wonder it's America's fastest growing cigarette by far. Smoke refreshed, pack after pack. Smoke Salem. Its high porosity paper, air softens every puff. Menthol fresh, rich tobacco taste. Modern filter too, that's Salem. More delightfully than ever, Salem refreshes your taste.
Chesterfield. Satisfy yourself with the top tobacco taste, the new air-softened mildness of Chesterfield. For a cooler, smoother smoke that's mild, try Chesterfield. They satisfy. When you set your sights on satisfaction, satisfy yourself with the top tobacco taste, the air-softened mildness of Chesterfield King. When you come to King for mildness, length alone is not enough. Get the King that air softens every satisfying puff. Chesterfield King.
The farther smoke travels, the milder it tastes. The farther smoke travels, the cooler it tastes. The farther smoke travels, the smoother it tastes.
Chesterfield King for a cooler, smoother smoke that's mild. Yes, satisfy yourself. Get Chesterfield King.
Scuff on Aerowax.
The lasting shine comes back.
Spill on Aerowax.
The lasting shine comes back.
Track dirt on Aerowax.
The lasting shine comes back. Just wipe and buff. That's new Aerowax. The shine lasts longer by far through roughest wear. Only Aerowax has this lasting shine formula and will not yellow floors. Get Aerowax. The shine lasts longer by far.
Now saves you 23 cents over other
SSP, 17 great machines, ready for action.
And here we are at the Elm Street 500. I see Greg and Larry with their SSP, Blackjack, and Jetstar. They're off, both cars topping 12,000 RPMs. Uh-oh, here's Mount Mercer and Copper Cart going the wrong way. A crash. Blackjack's clear. It jumps and wins.
SSP, 17 great machines. SSP by Kenner. Each SSP racer sold separately.
Here they come down the wall.
Wall walkers are here.
Tumbling head over toe they go.
Wall walkers are here.
Wall walkers, they're nutty. Walk them down walls, doors, windows. They're lots of fun.
And now, you can get a Donald Duck wall walker, too. Wall walkers by Kenner, sold separately.
Second, take two.
One reason why you may want to consider mutual funds today, tomorrow. The Oppenheimer Fund is a mutual fund in which the management takes what it considers prudent risks in an effort to make your money grow.
Marlene Dietrich inviting you to join me for my first performance on television. A 1-hour special, my one-woman show. Marlene Dietrich, I wish you love.
There's a place in your gate for Stelladoro.
Mealtime is the place for breadsticks instead of bread. Stelladoro makes all kinds of crunchy, delicious breadsticks, each one light enough to keep a heavy meal from getting you down. Good food deserves breadsticks.
There's a place in your gate for Stelladoro. Stelladoro knows what's good for you.
Pantene è fantastico, fa I capelli meravigliosi.
Pantene, das ist ganz fabelhaft for my hair.
In Rome, Zurich, Estoril, Pantene means luxurious care for women's and men's hair. Pantene, made in America with an exclusive Swiss conditioner.
Pantene.
Teach your hair a new language. Pantene.
Start your day with a tingle.
Today's lesson is mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Get that just brush freshness with Dentine.
That tingle tells you your breath is fresh.
Your breath is fresh.
Oh, your mouth feels clean.
Mouth feels clean. All day long, get that just brush freshness with Dentine.
Regular, and now new cool spearmint, new cool peppermint.
There's a place in your day for Stelladoro.
Breakfast is the place for nice light things, like crisp anisette toast or breakfast treats. Stelladoro puts a good breakfast on your table by keeping the butter fat out. It's good. Try it.
There's a place in your day for Stelladoro. Stelladoro knows what's good for you.
Come on, honey. I just made some ham sandwiches.
I hope you didn't sneak any of that brown mustard you like on it.
When I do that to you?
Hey, this is good. Different kind of ham?
No.
Well, sure tastes better.
Maybe that's because I put Goulden's spicy brown mustard on it.
You wouldn't. I like my yellow mustard.
But you never tried Goulden's.
No, I hate to admit it, but it is.
Heartier?
Yeah, but it's not hot.
See?
I thought mustard had to be yellow to taste good. You're a sneak.
Goulden's, heartier than yellow, but not hotter.
Announcing the antiperspirant for women that was conceived by women. New FDS for underarms.
That we may need as much protection as a man. There is a difference. So we insisted on it working up to a full 24 hours with a special touch.
A soothing skin conditioner that makes FDS for underarms.
Now!
As gentle as it is effective.
Good old Dial soap.
Dial gets me going every morning.
Every day, more people start out with Dial than any other deodorant soap.
Dial keeps me feeling nice around people.
Because Dial works to get rid of bacteria on your skin that cause perspiration odor.
Me and Dial, we've been friends for a long time.
Aren't you glad you use Dial? Don't you wish everybody did?